Well, no trip to the Northwest would be complete without a little rain, and we've got a lot of rain falling right now at CenturyLink Field in downtown Seattle. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Los Angeles Rams and the Seattle Seahawks. This will be taken very short. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. Touchdown, L.A. Todd Gurley, 71 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. We thought they may be a quick strike offense this season. That is lightning quick. Not bad for the first drive of the year.
That has to actually exceed expectations, doesn't it? Because most teams want to be a quick strike offense. They want to score as quickly as possible and run a defense into submission. What they have to understand is, while they got it done there, long way to go. Don't get discouraged if you have to run a few more plays on your next drive.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, first and 10 at their own 24. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field of the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Wilson flushed out right. The catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 15, first down Seahawks.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
On first down, Carson. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 10 yards and a Seattle first down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. First and goal and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. From the shotgun, Wilson. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. DK Metcalf there to make the grab as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And they take the lead here at 7-6. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They go play action with Gurley. Now Goff toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. Robert Woods, former USC man, the intended target, but it's going to be second down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Now on second down, this is Gurley. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. That's a gain of 13, first down Rams. Boy, some big runs here, Charles, already in this first quarter.
Yep, the lanes are there. Go ahead and exploit them. But what I like the most, how decisive he is, putting his foot in the ground and going.
So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
On 2nd and 1, Goff. And he's got the hook up here. It's Woods. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It'll be a loss of 1. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
What? Like 20? Hold on. Check. Mike 54. Mike 51.
A shotgun snap for Goff. And that one's complete to Gurley. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. Oh, he takes it in, doesn't let it bounce. He takes it at the 2. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 15. Now Wilson. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Here's Wilson. It's caught, Lockett. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
First down Seattle on a pickup of 13. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Now it's Wilson. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Hey, watch the slant.
To throw is Wilson. Throwing again. Flush to his right. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And, Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon, so that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
We go to the 180. 54 miles.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today.
On 2nd and 7. Goff. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Check. 53's mine. Check. 53's mine. Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run. Hey, lift.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
Let's go.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do?
And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it all the way down to the 32.
That's just flat out a beautiful throw right there.
It was a rope. That's maybe the speed you would see on a slant, but he threw that downfield with that kind of pace.
Now, if he throws that one with any type of arc, puts a little air under it, that play doesn't happen. He had to fire it in there, and he did exactly that.
2 yards that time from the big chunk on the previous play. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Wilson to throw. He lets it fly for Lockett. That's going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. That one covers 29 yards. First down. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll try to run with Carson. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. So they're backed up at the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. They were able to push him backwards on 1st down, but this time he forces his way in.
I wonder if he went back to the huddle and said, guys, just a little bit more help, and I can get it done on this one. Maybe even overruled the play call from the sideline, just feeling like he had that opportunity, and he wanted to cash it in.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Goff going to hand it to Gurley. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on third down.
Let's go, D.
Louis.
Yo.
Out of the gun, Goff. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. They give him a gain of 38.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. A first down run there for Gurley, but nothing opening up as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't
I
it?
can't believe they even let you play.
Throwing on second down. Goff. He's going to dump it off to Gurley. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 15-yard line.
You must be
Henderson now on 1st and 10. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
At the 15-yard line.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Hold on. Check.
54, right there.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Now it draws. Goff gives to Gurley. And they're going to drop him well shy of the first as he can only make it to the 11. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves him looking at a fourth down.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Zerline's kick is up and through. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
Let's go.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Wilson now. Going to throw again. It's complete to Lockett. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 34-yard line. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So you got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Wilson now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That'll pick up the 1st down for Seattle on a gain of 18. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the former Husky, Marcus Peters. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Meanwhile, in Los Angeles, an update from there. It's the Chargers out to an early lead. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Carson. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. Here the Seahawks, they're able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Myers connects on the PAT, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And their halftime hold now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on second and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Here's Johnny Hekker now as he's on to punt for L.A.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now it's Carson. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
From the 27, Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's third and long here. From the gun, it's Wilson. He's got a man, complete. Give him 32 on the play.
That's a great job of working the sideline right there. I love how he tracked the football the whole way. Just reached up and pulled it in. Had excellent field presence to understand where he was in order to make that play happen.
Steps away to his left. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
To throw again on second down. Wilson eluding the pressure right. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
First and 10, 17-yard line.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. Credit that sack to Dante Fowler Jr.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. And the pressure gets to him again. Aaron Donald picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's third and long here. Wilson. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will extend their lead even further. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason.
53 is the mark.
A play fake to Gurley. Now gone. He gets it to Gurley. Complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.